does she have a command blow? Oh my god. This character's stupid. This character's ridiculous. She does everything. Only TV. Hate this character.
TG right now being like, man, I should have picked the top 2.
I'm sorry. Yeah, seriously, he should have picked the top 2. Like, why are you? He touched her like 5 times. He touched her 5 times. She did not die. That's not fair.
And welcome to the set review for Monarch. Fitting intro. Let me take this shit off the screen. Real quick, I want to do a little overview of this matchup. That was just a little funny intro, I think. Looking back at me getting my ass whooped by fucking Luther back when I was learning Ryogi. I don't even know where Ryogi is anymore. Okay, there she is. Let me swap over to window. Now 5A is not bad against this, huh? I guess if you swing a little late. I don't remember how to play her at all. See what other dummy recordings I have. Okay, so this is probably a relevant button. So you can hit this. I feel like the risk reward for Ryogi to do this is not very good. That's actually kind of sick. Man, Monarch. Find a combo for this shit. That would be cool. But the reason why I am afraid of this is that if you're going for the read and this happens and you just get fucking slapped by jump B in an IAD situation because Ryogi's 5B has a lot of recovery. So if you're looking for the sweep a little... I mean, if you can somehow press it in time and have the time to block or shield, then sure. But it seems like a risky proposition. The reason, so let's go back to the sweep. I think maybe trying to read it with IAD is also a thing, but again, that can be pretty volatile because Kohaku can just bait you by not doing the sweep, and then you IAD and die. But at the same time, what else are you gonna fucking do? I think I was actually thinking that maybe a good option in this spacing is to just guard. Because if you Kohaku's sweep, it's like, it's one of her like big neutral tools. But the reward, if you block it, is not bad for Ryogi, right? Like, the situation after, I mean. Like, Kohaku's gonna be pretty far away. And then if she does decide to do this option, you could just react. So it's gonna be up to the player, really. Because again, like, if you go for this, you're eating 5,000 damage. Just out of curiosity. Wait, what's the good air counter hit combo? I think, Oops. I think that does pretty good damage if you finish the combo. That's like pretty decent. I don't really see that come up too much for Ryogi players, but if you have the meter to throw away, it's probably worth it, because usually, like, otherwise, like, you don't get enough damage to really deter the opponent from just jumping at you like a maniac. Otherwise, there is the more optimal conversion that you can get, the N2L route. But it's very difficult. It's like, you know, you do some shit like that. I don't even know how to do it anymore, to be honest. And then you air dash cancel the jump C, and it catches the knife. You get another instant jump C. You know. I don't remember how to do it, dude. So, and I was never like a big execution lord on this character anyway, so I'm like kind of getting off topic. But yeah, Ryogi can beat the IED if she spaces well. She has 5A. She has 5B. Dash under is a little risky because Kohaku can cut her air dash short at any point and hit her air normal earlier. I don't even remember how to do turning 3C. Holy shit, I don't remember. Like, I know the input, but it's like, what do I do again? So yeah, sweep. You can try to read it with IED. Or maybe you can react to it. It's up, I mean, I don't really... Like, you can. See what else I have recorded. More of that. I'm like, I definitely practice against that a lot, I guess. Alright, this is some irrelevant shit. Damn, I put this one up a lot, huh? No counter hit? Damn, where's Ryogi's hurt box here? Or hitbox? Ah. So I feel like in this matchup, the one thing I didn't have recorded is fucking... Let's just make her do some shit like that. This is a really scary button to contest. So like Ryogi can hit this jump E, right? It's actually possible. But he who hesitates gets fucking murdered for 5,000 damage. So you have to be like pretty precise and surgical with it. So the thing that if you jump back and you're like, oh shit, I might not get it, I feel like you should air guard. Air guard, super double jump, and then you know, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Land. Air guard super double jump is an underrated tactic. Because think about the other options. If you just do this, you're putting yourself in a spot where Kohaku can kill you pretty well. Look at the... Let's show the spacing. Like, Kohaku, you're too close to her. So she could press 5B. And then if you do air dash, you're not going to get as much distance, so she could chase you down really well. The other thing is, when you do stuff like this, some players like can air throw you out of this. But if you do this, like, you get way more distance. So the thing is, if you swing this jumpy early, you should be okay. Even if you get hit, there's going to be a chance where you, like, this happens. That's fine. Because if you noticed, let me try to show that one more time. No counter hit, right? So if you don't get counter hit, it's perfectly fine. Like, the likelihood of Kohaku confirming this is very low. So swinging this, it's not the worst thing you could do. You see the jump, you react. It might be worth learning an air dash buffer sometimes on this, because if you snipe from a distance, it might be very difficult to get a conversion with like a run up. Well, let's try to show that. Wow, I can't even buffer dash. Wow, I actually can't buffer dash. I'm thinking max range, it might be a little hard. So I don't know what kind of conversions Ryogi can get off that, but might be worth learning. If possible, I don't know. Otherwise, maybe you could figure out your own long range counter hit confirms on like extended hurt boxes. If you trade, it's not even that bad either. It's like losing outright is where it's problematic, right? Like, you don't want to lose. I don't remember the combo. So generally, jump 6B is better. But if you know, sometimes when you're trying to be really quick with it, like, it's hard to get the jump 6B out. But again, if you're the Ryogi player, you might want to learn how to do that. Huh? How did I get B? I must have fat fingered. Anyway. The other relevant stuff in this matchup is Kohaku's corner pressure. I guess one last recording would be like... Oh my god, that's fucking criminal. You can just get robbed when you play Ryogi, like... That's why she's a little rough around the edges. Like, right there, that's like fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit, like, straight up. Like, this bitch is just like hitting you through your fucking knife. Like, I don't even understand that. Alright, I got it. Finally, I watched a little bit of this and I saw Monarch do something cool. If the opponent is above you, like, not that situation I just showed wasn't really that great. Like, usually maybe if they're like hovering like here. Jump C is really good for when people are above Ryogi. Oh yeah, so the last thing I wanted to show, I'm gonna switch back to display mode. Some anti-Kohaku measures. This is some advanced shit though. So this is a never meaty, right? The B plant is never meaty, so Kohaku has to meaty you herself in this instance, usually with like 4B. So if you notice the Kohaku player is not meatying, you should try jump shield, because fuck it. And you're wondering, what do I do out of jump shield? Well, you can do a lot of things out of jump shield. Let's run that back. So you could just shield counter and take the damage from the plant and then tech out. But you could air dodge and then use your movement. Man, VLC sucks. It keeps giving artifacts. Let me not press anything. That's one measure against B plant. There's another measure against B plant. Block it. This is the Molotov setup, the Luther setup. If you bunker the Molotov, not the plant, you can act. So let's see that one more time. This is something you have to lab. If you want to do it. You can't just be like, I'm going to just try it. If you just try it like that, you might just die. That's an example of dying. That's a potential countermeasure that Kohaku could do, but I haven't seen anyone do it yet. Another potential countermeasure Kohaku could do. Oh wait, there's one more thing. One more clip I could find real quick on YouTube. Let me play that back. I didn't even see it. Yeah, this is part of the air shield. That's using FCL's special cancels herself. So, similar idea as the first clip I showed. Alright, I have one more thing to show before we go to the review. Old Twitter clips from a million years ago for the punch plant. Shield 624B is an option against meaty plant. Yo, I'm doing the fucking video. So yeah, shield 214 64B. Obviously there is counterplay to that too, but you're out. So they would have to read it And the next one. This one clearly will use auto spark, so you gotta be in heat for this one. And then there's a third one. This one is more for fun. So, I mean, yeah, there's like counterplay. And actually, I saw something that Monarch did in this. And I watched like the first few minutes, and there is other options as well. So I guess we finally can look at this shit. I just wasted like 20 minutes. Alright, let's get some volume levels going. So this is like... So I guess we should preface a little with saying Monarch is a really good fighting game player, right? Like, one of the better BlazBlue players in the USA, or wherever the fuck, North America. Or, yeah, it's USA. I think it's, like, Midwest. So, I would say right off the bat, you should know better than to jump again right here. This wouldn't work in BlazBlue either. Yeah, there's not enough frames. You're at disadvantage on the landing. Kohaku's already swooping in with the air normal. Not enough time for the jump B. At that point, you have to just block, backdash, shield. So this matchup can be very rough because if you make those kinds of mistakes against this character, you just automatically die. So luckily Urchin drops the combo. Forward tech. Forward tech kind of sucks when it makes you face them. I don't like it. Actually, why are you facing her? That's kind of weird that you're facing that way. Usually when you forward tech, you're facing this way. So I guess it was the timing of the tech. At this point, I would just get the fuck away. I don't want to be here next to Kohaku. I would run away. Alright, at this point, just chill. Yes. Now, I do agree with chilling. 5A. 5A is an anti-air for Kohaku falling from the top of the screen. I'm not sure about. I think that could be pretty risky. Maybe like 5B is probably better. Alright. Fucked up the turning C, whatever. Nice pickup. Oof, that was a good punish. So this is like good... like screen recognition. Usually in an instance like this, you would just you jump and try to leave the corner, but when you recognize the 2B whiff and 2B, she like swings twice. Just fall on her and punish her. Try to go for some fucking nerd combo. In this instance, I'm not sure what kind of combo you should even go for. It's like I would probably recommend going for max damage combo just because you can with the 100 bar. But you would be at very low meter after that and Kohaku could kill you instantly. So, I don't know. I think trying to get a regular down here would be fine. Like, just a shitty Rekka Ender down and then this bait heat or something. Going for this route is some fucking... Not even Rusha would go for this route. 64A shit, that's just fucking way too hard. Yeah. On this instance, it's like... This was bad recognition, right? Like, your opponent still had one air option left, and you didn't account for it. You were expecting them to land. But, you know, you can never give the benefit of the doubt to your opponent. You always got to assume they're going to exhaust everything. Even against good players, you do not give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't give them an opening. So that could have went a lot worse. Either way, got reset into million damage combo. Two and 4C. Kohaku can shield this, and that would have been GG's. I wonder what the decision at this point is. Like, I'm not totally averse to the decision. It's like you have a ton of health to regenerate, but you won't regenerate it if you get mixed up one time. And if you do lose, we can call the meter wasting meter management. So it's not even like the worst call in the world. But that's on your opponent for not blowing that up. Yeah, Rekka. Rekka, nice and safe. Or generally, one of the safer options she has after air grab. Oof. Oof. I mean, nothing's whiffing here. Kohaku's fully recovered. At this point, you either gotta land or... I wouldn't invade this airspace at all in whatsoever. Like, not only is Kohaku's 5B a threat, her jump B is a threat. I would definitely be trying to land here or use my extra air dash to stall further, depending on what Kohaku would do as I'm descending. I think the air dash forward here was pretty dangerous. Like, this is a double jump air dash with H-Ryougi. You don't have great jump in normals. Lucky that didn't go worse. Back tech. Yeah, so this back tech was kind of bad in the sense that you just wasted all your air options. So when you waste all your air options, the way you would like to tech is lower to the ground, like right here. Maybe a low neutral air tech. Because once you tech up here, it doesn't matter even what direction you're teching, and you don't have any air options left. So now you're just a falling Ryogi with really shitty air normals that don't hit well air to ground. So no matter what, you're putting yourself in a huge disadvantageous spot. So the way to make it least disadvantageous after blowing all your air options, getting hit out of the air, is a low neutral air tech, which would allow you to land and guard safely against any attack. Again, got lucky. There's no conversion. I think this kind of play can be okay. It's like, yeah, Ryogi's air buttons suck, but she has a quick linear air dash, so you can use this as like in essence a poke. Like, you know, run up 5B is a poke, but IAD is also a poke for this character. So it's, you know, you just gauge whether or not you're feeling it. So I'm not averse to an option like that. I think this ender's fine too. And yes, we bait the heat. Meter management. Nice Neko tech. Was that the down version? Yes. Exactly. Generally, you always want to do the down version. The other versions, on the wiki, it tells you the other versions have less recovery than the down version, but that doesn't factor in landing. The thing in with the other ones, like, you float a lot, so they have more of a bigger duration. The thing is, the down one, you hit the floor quicker, so in essence, it does have less recovery than the other ones. So it's not about the numbers, it's about where you are and how it works. The down one's always the better option. This is quite a snipe. And this is a perfectly fine play in general. So look at the screen position. At this point, I think the first jump C was a little questionable, personally. I think at this point, instead of when you see it's not going to combo or whatever, probably want to go here and throw out jump 6B. Because you don't know how your opponent's going to tech, right? Like, what if your opponent forward teched? Now, if say your opponent forward tech, now you'd be jumping, whiffing this jump C, but they'd be over here, and then they could air dash and they're gone. But I mean, and this works in any fighting game, right? This is something in every fighting game. Like, you want to hold this position. So the best way to hold the position on a combo drop on a tech is try to account for all the variables. So the best way to account for it would be walk back, or if you want to catch the tech quickly, you just jump back, swing a B, and that would cover all of the screen position. And if the Kohaku chose to low tech later, like, you would land anyway, and she would still be here, and you'd be okay. You'd still be holding that position. It actually ended up kind of not working out. Like, the thing is here, yeah, it actually didn't work out well. Like, so you ended up cornering yourself, and Kohaku could have escaped the corner. Like, if Urchin, at this point, Urchin's tech was pretty whack, in my opinion. Like, forward tech double jump. This is very American. I think almost all the players in America just do tech and regular double jump, which is kind of bad because it just leaves you in limbo. In essence, allowed you to make this play to beat whatever this falling button was. So what Urchin, even after this double jump, Urchin still could have escaped safely with the air dash out, but you know how it is. Everyone wants to hit you at all times. So again, ignoring everything I just said, now let's just assume, okay, we're in this position. So in this position, I think this play is fine. Because by swinging this jump C, you are going to hit her coming down this way. You're going to hit her if she chooses to air dash back. And if she chooses to air dash forward, you know, whatever, man. So you're taking away 2 out of 3 options. Like, allowing this escape is fine because you have cornered yourself. You have cornered yourself. You have lost the corner position. You can't. What's the fucking saying? You can't have your cake and eat it too. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? You can't fucking have everything. All right. I mean, you got to do a block string for the kill. Oh, you fucking tried to throw Kohaku. I think here you just go for the kill. Play to win. Jeffrey Manson, the fabled Alco player, he always says this Melty Blood is a game about getting your win condition, not avoiding the lose condition. It's pretty deep if you think about it. So in essence, what it is here is that you're 1 hit away from winning. You're 1 hit away from winning. It's like, fuck it, bro. Go for the win. Go for the win. Like, meter management, like, fuck off meter management. I would just do a fucking 2-2 C string, instant overhead this bitch, and go for the win. Going for the throw against Kohaku, dude. This shit wouldn't even get the win. This shit wouldn't, I mean, the risk reward for throwing Kohaku on wake up is fucking insanely bad. Because she could just do wake up 2A. There's no throw protection, right? Like, she'll do wake up 2A. That's like 5.5K. You're fucking dead. Like, I know it might sound like I'm being super critical about fucking doing a regular ass throw, but think about the risk reward. Like, if you were throwing a character like F Tono or something, then sure, whatever. He's going to do a high damage combo, but he gets no Oki. But Kohaku from any space on the fucking screen will 2A mash shoot, full screen, corner carry into set play. not only are we talking about that, but she also built so much meter. She could regen all of this health. Life lead gone. You got lucky. You got lucky that there was a combo drop here. And this was lucky too. I'm gonna be honest. This was lucky too. I think here you gotta get away from her. Like the fact that your jump beat out this charge 5B is just a miracle of humanity. This is not something that you're gonna see regularly. And it was a very greedy play. You're falling on a Kohaku with grounded advantage who has multiple anti-air options. This was just lucky. Like, where's the, if you're gonna air tech, super double jump, and then play it from here, see what the Kohaku does. But I mean, holy shit. Or air tech, super double jump, and then even from here you can see what Kohaku's trying to do, you know, like you can do a quick air dash back if she starts running. But the fact that she's here, if she was here, you could air tech, air dash back or something, but since she's here, I think you just clear her head. Like against a better Kohaku player or someone who, like, there's no way you're getting away with that jump B. Yeah, round start backdash sucks too. Round starts in general are very hard in this game. So I think one of the tricks that I learned from watching Rusha was try to have an active frame out early. Like one of the examples is like because of Ryogi's quick linear air dash, you can do. This is a like 2-second example. Like, you know, it says like ready, fight, and when it's on the fight, you just have that jump C out. Like, just have those active frames out and moving in a generally moving backwards, because if your opponent's flying at you, you know, again, it comes back to, I guess, like, is it air footsies, I guess? Like, if you're moving forward, they could be moving forward, then you're in a air footsies meme situation. So generally moving backwards is fine. Putting out that button early on round start. Otherwise, like, you can try shit with super jump. But again, the opponent on the ground always has the advantage, so it's up to you. But round start backdash is pretty risky. They just run at you and press buttons and you die. Yeah, this is bad. This was bad. This is exactly what I was mentioning earlier. Air guard, super double jump. Super double jump. You're fucking gone. You'd be over here. Regular double jump. Oh shit, now I'm at the mercy of Kohaku. And you're just lucky, again, that your opponent mistimed their shit. That should have been full conversion. And you press buttons on that landing too. I'm not sure you even had a frame advantage. Okay. Definitely, probably not the combo you would want here. I think right in this instance, you go for the 64C combo for the maximum damage. You get the meter managed. You get the early heat here, which is not ideal. But, alright, let's work with it, right? Let's say, alright, we fucked up the meter management. We have the heat. Let's work with it. How are we going to work with it? Alright, force the advantage immediately. That's fine. Unfortunately, didn't bait that bunker. But what other options can we do with heat? I think when you have auto spark with Ryogi, you can make more ballsy plays. But I do like the 2-2C immediately, because it's like, all right, please just respect me, and then you still have some heat remaining. So I think you can go for grabs. You can go for grabs when you're in heat. It's because, like, the risk reward all of a sudden is way better. Like, if you get mashed, you're completely safe. The auto spark is completely invulnerable and not punishable as long as you stay on the floor. But again, all of a sudden we went from we could have had 100-meter right now because we could have had a bigger life lead because the max damage combo does a lot more. And we could have had bar. So now you spark. Yeah, you still have the advantage for now. But this could all go away so easily. Mix up. That urchin pressing buttons. But yeah, that could have went terribly. So got to be careful with the meter management. But luckily it works out. Oof, we try to swing that 5V. Oh, unfortunate. This is the life of Ryogi, really. I think in essence what happened here is you probably just don't want to jump that much. Like in this instance here, there was no reason to jump again. Like, alright, we whiffed this. At this point, I feel like you just walk back or something. Because you don't know what's going to happen on this air tech. Like, let's go back like a few frames, right? Like, alright, we whiffed. At this point, like, it's an awkward situation. So you don't know what they're going to do. Kohaku could tech here. She could tech here. She could tech here. She could tech late. And the thing is, like, the worst part of jumping again after a tech like this is that what if they do a tech down here and then you jump and now Kohaku has the grounded frame advantage? So that could be ugly. But either way, she falls with this jumpy. It's like that could have hit too. And now you've lost your frame advantage anyway because you're in the air. So in essence, this movement that you did after, it could have all been avoided by just chilling on the floor. Chilling on the floor, just walk back. Like, Kohaku would have whiffed or something, and then, or you would have been able to react to if Kohaku used extra air options instead. But now you've lost your advantage, and Urchin just kind of made a hard read on the movement. Like, you tried to run, you did double jump air dash back, but it wasn't enough. Kohaku's 5B reaches way too fucking far. In instances like this, if you know that you're fucked, which is really hard to call here. This was kind of a hard to know that she could reach you from this far. But in an instance like this, you would have to use air dodge. Jesus Christ. Kohaku's 5A will fuck you up. A lot of times, like, it's okay to tech and fall on them for dropping their combo, right? But, holy shit, how many times have I gotten in trouble trying to do that? So, a lot of times, if I'm mashing to get their combo, so I don't get invalid comboed, I would just go, again, for the safer play of just trying to leave. Like, maybe, like, a back tech super double jump or forward tech air dash forward. This is the 5A will anti-air you. At worst, it'll trade. Like, you like beating that 5A is really difficult with the Ryogi. Okay, so mashing. I don't like the 2B here. I think 2B is a bad mashing button. My preferred go-tos for Ryogi mashing. Well, let's consider the spacing first before we generalize. At this spacing, it's like I would rather swing 5B. Like, even it kind of sucks though, right? Because of the spacing. Like, you're kind of fucked in essence trying to mash. Because all of your normals have pretty high recovery. Like your B normals and whatever. But 5B is a little better in my opinion because it doubles as it hits on the ground and it hits on the air. 2B only hits a grounded opponent, right? So the 5B at least has a dual usage, which would maybe hit, which goes to my next point. If you're going to mash up close, I don't recommend 2A rapid fire. I don't recommend 2A into 2B. I recommend 2A into 5B. 2A into 5B in essence is going to do what I just said a little better, right? It's going to prevent them from re-dashing at you. Actually, so maybe 2A 5B would have been fine here, even in this situation, because it prevents the re-dash. So if you read the re-dash, 2A 5B will hit them. If you don't read the re-dash and it happens that they IAD at you, your 2A will whiff, but your 5B will still come out, which is an anti-air. So I do recommend those. So learning how to mash intelligently is pretty important. Yeah, and again, that was exactly what we said. The Kohaku will anti-air you for not using your air options properly. And again, you're not using them. You have everything. You have every air option at your disposal at this point. Like, all of them. There's no reason to get hit here. There's no reason to get hit here. Those are like kind of rookie mistakes. Alright, you think you can make this comeback? I think you can. Alright, auto. Oh, the aerial auto spark sucks. Why go for the knife catch? You know you're plus already. Like, you gave up your plus frames in essence. And you put yourself in a spot where your spark can get punished. Like, just stay on the floor when you have ground, where you have heat. Just stay on the floor and be aggressive. So it's like after the knife, you could probably just do like whatever, right? You can do like 5B and try to get a knife pickup and then do Rekka into EX key key, knife. Wow, wake up bunker. Let's go for mix up. And bait the heat. Baby heat bait. Alright. I think I'm going to skip to the middle. Let's go to the middle. Let's see if anything changed from here on. So I'll watch this next match. But I'm going to take a break because that's what I do. Alright, where's my cool BRB image? Alright, cool. see if I can get a little energy. Okay, I exist, humans. So we are now at the middle. I'm trying to figure out a way how to condense these reviews. So, beginning, middle, end. I'm getting a lot of people sending me videos to review, so I want to make sure I get to them. I already think we have extrapolated a lot of data for Monarch. I'm not a fan of the drift forward, I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of the drift forward here. Because like, you wasted all your air options and you're going at Kohaku, and again, like, this is an easy way to get your landing pinned, anti-aired, etc., etc. Like, this approach just, it kind of just lucked out. Like, I would more recommend either just landing, or if you're gonna use all the air options, maybe drift backwards. Alright, we're plus and you get hit by our plus frames. Pick up knife, no meter dump. Oh, nice, nice. Just got it right before the max. Oki. Oh, that was too obvious. And you fucked up the meaty. Gotta work on these corner escapes, I think. This tech double jump shit sucks, dude. Like, Kohaku could still jump back B at this point, wait for you, and press 5B. I really do recommend starting to... Again, I already went over this. You know, the super double jump stuff is really good to escape. Oh my god, this fucking damage. And now you gotta hold this shit. Plant. Oh, I just took it to the mouth. Maybe try to shield, but if you're gonna try to shield this attack, you should do it while holding 4. So if you don't get the shield, you know, at least you block. It's actually easier to low shield this, but I like doing 4 because it helps me buffer what I want to input after. The chicken stuff, it's like I'm noticing a lot of I'm landing and then I'm jumping again. Gotta be really careful with that. Gotta dump this bar. Got the heat. Maybe knife loop here instead. I think maybe a knife loop would have been good there to build more meter back. To like fix the mistake of earlier of going into the heat. Oh, we're going for some nerd shit. If I was you, I would bait the burst though. It's like fuck it. just fucking air throw this bitch after the 5B. Just like take away the burst option, because it would be a terrible time to burst, but I don't trust them. I don't trust my opponent. I don't know that they won't do it. And if the burst here was successful against you, you know, that could be the end of the game. Alright, protect space. Just chill. Okay. Yeah, it's too much up. Too much up. I felt this way when I was learning Ryogi as well. I actually watched back my old ancient set when I was like playing this game for like maybe like 5-6 months, and I was playing very similarly to how Monarch is playing right now, with like a little too much jumping. Excuse me. Like, this is fine. I mean, maybe just a jump back would be better than the IED though. But here you just wait, because look at what's happening. You're recovered. You go walk back a little bit and just swing that 5B. Yeah. And then here, again, you land. At this point, I wouldn't jump. Because, like, this jump could have got clipped by, like, Kohaku sweep or something. Like, it was kind of, you know. And then, again, a lot of, like, wasted movement. It's just, like, the Kohaku player is just running into random shit, it feels like. So it's, like, in essence, it's like you get a lot of false positives. I don't think the Kohaku player was paying attention to what you were doing. So, I mean, if the Kohaku player sees that movement, like, oh, you use all your air options, they could just walk forward, pin your landing, do some Kohaku shit on you. Meter? You gotta manage the meter better. I think at this point, you just go for the max damage combo here. 64C combo would be perfect. You get big damage. Or something, you know. Now you're... Where's the tech? You should, whenever people heat you, mash. Mash, 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 mash. Try to get that neutral air tech. So you put yourself at a worse position by doing no tech. And you're going to get this heat. Alright, we going to get a good down? Nope. We're going to do Ryogi shit. Oh, no, your knife is... Oh, you got the knife. Okay. But why jump here? Think about this. Like, why would you jump here? This is full screen. What can Ryogi do from full screen at relatively low risk? You just throw the knife. 2-2A. And guess what? Your opponent is putting out a plant for some reason, so you would have sniped the plant. That would have been a counter hit. So you wasted time by jumping, losing a bunch of frames, and then you decide to throw the knife. A little too late. Urchin dropping everything. Urchin generally is pretty good at comboing, but I guess it's a Ryogi hurtbox thing. Ryogi's hard to combo a lot of time. Alright, finish the combo. Finish the combo. Please. Please finish the combo. You fucking dropped it. You fucking dropped it. You had to go for some swag ass fucking shit, right? But you knew it wasn't gonna fucking kill. The scaling is so ridiculous right now that you're getting 1 damage per fucking hit. Like, you should have just went for an ender, hard knockdown, and then from there you could bait the heat. But, I mean, I understand. You know, you're playing fucking H-Ryougi, you want to swag out to the maximum. But this is fucking dangerous. Alright, shield is respectable here. It's like, fuck it. Like, maybe you could also have tried the 5A because it was the IAD, but you never know. The 5A can get fucking robbed, so. And, you know, shield can lose too, but whatever, man. This worked out. But this could have went way worse. So yeah, remember what I talked about at a round start? It's like maybe try to time this a little better. So you're... Oh, you did try to do it. You did do it. Yeah, so you know about this shit. I think maybe I talked to you about this before, maybe. Like, I don't remember. Oh, trying to swing 5A, 6AA. Not a bad idea on the read. At least it wasn't a blow up. Alright, this time we're managing our meter. Okay. Luther roll. Alright, mix up. Yeah, fuck it, yeah. Really? Really trying to gamble, Kohaku? Oh, we're trying to swing those 5Cs too now. There's quite a bit to take in here, right? I think we need to move on the floor a little more. Like here, as Kohaku is air dashing back, like there's nothing she could do. You just run forward, take this position. Try to take like this screen position. Air dash from this distance. Maybe if you did it a little earlier, like if you did it as she was landing, but now you're kind of putting yourself in a scramble. Like you're both flying at each other. So, and again, the landing and jumping again. This worked out though. This was good. This was fine because of the position. Yeah, let's look at that again. Yeah, you notice the jump from Kohaku, the extra jump. So you did have the ground advantage. Jump A is nice and quick. Even jump C probably would have been okay here because of the, the way you're directly underneath her. But the jump A is really good because it's faster. Yeah, so you were thinking about the jump C again. Just because of the Kohaku's angle. But now you should down back or backdash. Oof. Yeah, I don't know about the jump here. Like, this is prime position to get hit by random shit. This is, in essence, this is a scramble, and you're pretty close to Kohaku. She just press any normal, you would get hit. Alright, so in this instance right here, you still have an air dash, right? So alright, you did this double jump. I would just leave. I would try to leave this way. Go to mid screen. And then probably you would still need the air dodge as well. Maybe air dodge and jump 236B or something. Tried the air dodge, but you did it really high up. I think it was way too high up here. I think you got to wait till you're like over here-ish if you're going to make that kind of a play. But I think before you make that kind of a play, I think you should consider your air dash first. And then furthermore, whiffing jump B and then mashing. Nah, that doesn't work in Blaze Blue, bro. Like, I know you play Blaze Blue. You're fucking good at that game. You whiff air normals in that game and disrespect that your opponent won't pin your landing in Blaze Blue. Like, I know you know better than that. Oh, throw that. Yeah, you can air throw this. This is a misinput. This is generally a command throw attempt from Kohaku. So when you... Oh, I don't know. She would have got EX, right? Wouldn't she have gotten EX? So, not sure what Urchin was going for. But you can still air throw this. Yeah, there's the command throw. Okay. B plant. Just get fucking raw hit, huh? Oh, fucked up again. Urchin dropping everything. Corner carry. Get our health back too. Not a big chunk, but decent enough. I wonder, do you know the instant overhead setup? I feel like you should just do it. I think it's like her best option. You just set up from like any 2-2C. I don't remember exactly. I remember you could definitely do it off Rekka low 2-2C. And then you just do 2A. And you do manual IED and you do knife catch, whatever. Damn, Urchin. Knife is plus, bro. This is like the millionth time. We're already like halfway through the set. You're still getting hit by the same shit. Oof. Yeah. You gotta think about, like, what did this do? That's why the air dash approach, it's like, I get it, but at the same time, it's riskier than a grounded approach. It's, like, naturally more risky. So it's like, why not, like, a run-up 5B or something? Actually, we haven't seen any run-up B in this set yet. We haven't seen any grounded approach from Ryogi whatsoever. So there's been no... Like, Kohaku hasn't had to worry about Ryogi presenting any threats in this entire set. Besides maybe the random air dash, which, you know, Urchin can just chill and wait for with, like, a 5B. Man, Urchin dropping everything. Fair enough. Nice. Oh, man. So I get the idea of running here. Like, I guess you're, like, trying to read what kind of tech they're going to make, but I think it would also be fine to just walk back on that and just play the tech situation. And you're still playing the tech situation. I'm not sure why you air dash at this point. Like, look at your opponent. Their back is turned. Why not move this way on the floor? Like, just walk or dash. Once you see that she's teching and she has her back turned. Like, by going into the air, you actually gave up the frame advantage that you had. If Urchin just stood still instead of dashing forward, you could have got 5B'd, anti-aired. That would have been GG's. So it's like you gave up your grounded advantage for an aerial approach that could have got anti-aired. Whereas you could have just ran forward or walked forward and then watched Urchin land, and then you could have pinned the landing with a B. And this is another instance of a false positive, in my opinion. Because Urchin didn't use the grounded advantage properly. Urchin, instead of chilling, ran forward, wasting frames, when Urchin definitely had time to react to this high air dash approach. Man, Luther roll? Oh, you had it. You had it on this forward jump. Just didn't react. Like, this is a big fucking whiff. This should have been a big combo. Maybe this is like just autopilot a little bit, where it's like you're always going into your double jump. Don't jump again. Oh, there we go. So this time you made the right play. This was lucky. This is lucky. Tech buttons. It's like definitely too much jumping. Like, you see the, like, right here. After this whiffs, I feel like you gotta just down back. Like, again, you're getting lucky, because usually Kohaku players would, instead of rapid firing 5A, they could do 5A into 5B, and guess what would happen? You would get hit. So I would crouch guard here, because it's a scramble. It's ugly. If you want to really do something in a scramble with H-Ryougi, I think you mash EX knife. If you want to gamble, especially against Kohaku, because your normals are not as fast as hers. She has like the super fast 2A and whatever. So engaging in scrambles is dangerous, and trying to jump in the scramble situation, normals are air unblockable. So you still had a jump here. So this air tech, I feel like you can still super jump and escape to this position. Look at your opponent, by the way. So they were fully committed to running all the way up, because they usually, most players, they just do tech buttons, right? So your opponent was expecting you to do that. They weren't expecting you to do super jump. And guess what? They would have ran all the way to the fucking corner and you would have landed here. So, again, this was another you lucked out kind of a thing. Because, again, if Urchin runs forward, stops in this position, sees your tech, smashes 5B, you're dead. Keep going for this cool guy combo. You're going to actually land it this time? Yes, we got it. That was pretty fucking sick. Didn't bait the heat there. EX knife whiffs. Maybe wait for the jump C first, right? Block the jump C and then mash 2-2-C. Or a lot of the times I think with Ryogi, the 2-2-C mash is really good when you know that they're low, that low profiles 2-2-C is gone. Once that normal's gone, just mash 2-2-C. It's like pretty much no risk to doing it. Wow, the rising jump A. I forgot how 5C interacts with Kohaku. It probably loses to Kohaku's sweep, unfortunately. Usually I think 5C is one of Ryogi's strongest neutral tools. Even though it's very underutilized, I think it's one of her strongest buttons, but it might not be as relevant in this matchup. Again, B plant shit. Fake as fuck, bro. This isn't meaty. This isn't meaty. You could jump shield. You could have died. I missed maybe the scaling. Ain't no way I'm blocking Cactus mid-screen, bro. I think you could backdash that shit. I'm not 100% sure, but I wouldn't block that shit mid-screen. Again. Dude, if you want to make plays like this, you gotta pick C-Arc. Not fucking H-Ryougi, dude. You can't be serious. You gotta get away from her, not fall into her with buttons. Like, you're not F-Roa, you don't have or F-Aoko or anything. Like, what button are you going to beat Kohaku with? You're just hoping that your opponent fucks up. And again, no air guard super double jump. I want to see super double jump. Everyone needs to do that. It doesn't even matter what fucking character. Air guard super double jump is the best option you have. But anyway, you still had more air options in that instance. Regardless, you still had your air dash as well. This is really... It's like GG's right here, pretty much. Yeah, nah, wake up dodge doesn't work against B plant. B plant is way too active. I did show some countermeasures at the beginning of the stream. You can try to come up with other ones as well. Nice. Stopping the approach with 5B. Corner, carry, pushing the corpse. Unfortunately, that happens sometimes, man. That's weird, right? Alright, good air guard. Plus, but too far. Alright, we got a pressure without the knife. That's fine. And that should be a dead Kohaku. Nice. Keep it simple. A lot of times when you get a weird height after 214A or 214C, just go for the easy conversion like we saw there. Alright, good. So, like, didn't have the perfect spacing to pin the landing, but it happens. Again, another instance of not using your air options to escape the corner. Again, not using your air options to escape the corner. This is, like, happening way too much. That's, like, a major issue. Wow, that 5A just completely whiffed. So I'm thinking we're seeing a lot of the same stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to near the end of the set and see if there are any more adjustments made. I think at this point you got to bunker. Alright, good mash though. Fuck it. Let's go for the win. I mean, now you get the heat though. Fuck it. We got the heat. Max damage combo? No. Bro, go for the max damage combo, please. You might have won, too. I bet I still know how to do it, too. I bet Monarch knows a better version of it. Don't fall into this bitch. Finally, you got out of the corner. But again, please learn the super double jump shit. Oh, air get mixed. Get mixed. Unfortunate. Alright. So let's go like here. Hold on, Monarch. You gotta hold me attempting this combo one time. Yo, do I still know how to do this shit? Especially, bro, I'm allowing you to use my color too. I don't know how to do it anymore. And you know, you do jump C, whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck, bro. Or you could do the tiger shit instead. If you want to get your shit back. Like, why not go for higher damage? Like, this was a low damage route that I just did. And it did 6,000 on V-Scion, so... I'm just saying. You got all these cool combos, but then you forget to do the maximum damage routing when you have good opportunities to do so. The drift forward shit again. It seems like definitely some different autopilot movements. Regular jump instead of super double. Look how regular jump sucks, dude. So you did air block, which is a really ugly chicken block, actually. But let's not even bother with that. But look at this double jump. It's so fucking puny, dude. And you go right here. You do super double jump, you'd be here. Like, it's such a large difference. And so you do, you know, 191, immediate guard, but then you're flying this way and you're gone. Yeah, fuck that. That wasn't no real Oki. Nice rising A. That was really good. Nah, this is definitely some autopilot movement, huh? I wonder if Monarch knows that, like... I mean, in this instance, though, was it that bad? Let's look at it one more time. I'm curious. I'm just noticing Monarch is just doing this kind of movement in different situations. Man, I think here, after whiffing that 2B, I would... Yeah. Why not just land, though? Air dash back land. I guess in this instance, it all worked out, but I noticed this movement has been used frequently. And most of the time, I'm seeing, like... it looking pretty risky. Like, a big thing with this game is being very compact with your movement. Like, you should only really be expending all of your air options when you feel like you're in trouble. No anti-air. Not pinning the landing. We're jumping, though. Yeah, a lot of IAD approaches where it's like, I think occasionally doing a dash B is going to be okay. Like, I don't think the air dash approach is bad per se, but it is riskier than just doing a dash B, in my opinion. Good trade, fuck it. Oh, what a bad tech. I feel like this is another option to do the max damage combo. Yeah. Like, why not just do it? You get max damage. Like, this OTG is not as good. Like, you left at least 1.5k on the table. Delay air dash mix up. It's pretty good. Like, you could have got 5-8, but you know, that's fine. Play to win. Tiger loop. Oh, the spacing looking weird. Yeah. Unfortunate spacing. 5A. Okay. Oh, yeah. Again, too many air options used here. Like, the air dash back, just land, dude. Just land. Like, there's no reason. Like, there's no threat right now. So just, when you're doing this, you're just wasting frames. Whereas you could have landed, and then you'd be like, oh, she's air dashing at me. I can press 5B. So too much wasted frames. And then you wasted more frames with the jump 2-2B. Oof. Man, Kohaku's fucking cheap. What do you think here? Bunker? Bunker, 2-2C? You just want to hold that meter? I mean, it's not a great situation, but your guard bar's deteriorating, so you're going to have to make a decision soon. Maybe just block it out. Damn, just get raw hit by a cactus. That shouldn't really ever happen. Oh, God. I wouldn't have respected that shit. That 5C looked meaty, though, so I don't know. Maybe I would have got blown up for trying to disrespect it. 5C, but it's not the time for it because of... Yeah. Maybe if she wasn't running at you, though. Like, I feel like if they're running at you, you have to go with the B button. The C thing is more if it's like you know, nothing's really happening, there's no motion going on, or they're like landing at a distance. This, in essence, it's kind of like FCL's flicker punch. If someone's running at me like that, I won't be able to use it because I would get hit. So I would rather put out a counter poke. I consider Ryogi's 5C more of a poke than a counter poke. Or essence like a space control tool. Yeah, just you gotta hold this shit and hope that you get something off this spark. You gotta be really careful on this spark. Oh, that was the worst shit that could ever happen. I think you just gotta block there. At least the initial tick and then see what happens. Yeah, that didn't work out too badly. Oh, this is the max damage error. Yes. Max damage and you only did 3.7? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Listen, Monarch, I have the best advice I could ever fucking give you right now. Let's play this back. You got a jump C counter hit. Monarch, I got you, bro. Check this out. You want some advice? You want some advice, bro? You want some advice, bro? Alright, let me stop fucking up. Let's do an easy combo, first of all. A really easy combo. Five. What about easier combo? Damn, son. What about even off jump B? I'll just do this. Damn, I did more than your max damage combo, bro. I'll probably get more off jump A. Damn. Check this out, Monarch. 5C for Ryogi. B flicker. If your opponent runs at you, you press 5B with Ryogi. Press 5B with FCL. But guess what? FCL's 5B only has 10 recovery frames. So if they IID at you, you're chilling. Oh, dash 5B with Ryogi? Pretty good, but mad recovery, right? Do this. Dash 2B with FCL. Man, Ryogi's 5B is a pretty good anti-air, right? Guess what has a better fucking anti-air, bro? Bruh. Everything I learned on Ryogi works better on FCL. I swear to God. IID back B is really good for stuffing approaches and repositioning. Dash 2B, super strong. 5B, an incredible counter poke. I mean, shit, man. You want to do cool shit, bro? That's pretty fucking cool, bro. Fuck this bitch and her broom. You want cool combos, bro? FCL got you. I still got this too, bro. I still got that too. I can't catch it, but you know. We also got these too. These are pretty fucking sweet. You know whose jump B is pretty fucking sweet too, bro? You know what's cool about FCL's jump B? I can hit this shit too, bro. You know what's sweet about that too? I have way more active frames than your jump B and your jump 6B. You probably gotta combine your active frames to make that shit work. Look how active that shit is. I just press it. I'm just saying, man. I'm just fucking saying. Alright. That was kind of a me memeing, but am I really? I'm being fucking serious. The only thing you lose by switching to FCL is you don't have... Ryogi has better offense. Better offensive mix-up. But the neutral... FCL shits all over Ryogi's neutral, in my opinion. Alright. Probably could have got a more clean OTG there, but it's fine. Nice. I love this route. I saw it once from Rusha, and I was like, nice. Koha whiffing 2C looks very easy to whiff punish. I don't think I could react to it on the spot. I think you have to be looking for it, Jog. So say, like... you're playing whatever character and you're walking back and you're being like, if she does 2C here or dash 2C here, it'll whiff. You can be anticipating it, so your whiff punish attempt would be more realistic. Being just like, I'm doing Koma shit or I'm doing Ryogi shit or whatever character shit, and then, oh shit, she whiffed 2C, I'm going to react to it. That's not how it works. You have to be anticipating the option. Like, you can get it on a read sometimes, but I like reading the 2C with like a IED or something, but it's risky. Plus? Man, Urchin, that shit's plus. Come on, son. You get EX block it, though. Because the plus frame on 624A on Ryogi is only 1. So if you EX guard that knife toss, it's actually minus. So maybe look for the EX block. I like that 5C. But then again, the IED. The IED approach. This was a really risky cactus too, man. It's like, you ever just throw a knife here. 2-2A. You air dashed at a girl throwing a plant out. I know that shit don't work in high level Blaze Blue, bro. I know you're good. I know you're fucking good. I know you're better than this shit. I feel like you could please block. Oh, okay, good. But don't use the air dash. Don't air dash forward. I fucking told you not to air dash forward, bro. I didn't. Don't air dash forward, bro. I told you not to do it, and you did it. Alright, you got away. Why not just land? This is what I've been saying, though. Like, any Kohaku worth their salt would be fucking... any player. Like, when I'm talking to you and I'm telling you, oh, she still has an air dash left. You have to be prepared for it. The Kohaku player should be thinking the same thing about the Ryogi player. Oh, they use 2 air options, so I'm going to wait here. Because I don't know that they're going to land. I have to see them land before I know that. Because I have to assume that the air dash forward option is going to come, and I have to throw out a 5B or a jump B to deter that. So this is, in essence, a high-risk, super disrespectful play to your opponent. And deservedly, you got fucking counter hit. Yeah, 5A sucks. It's good for like when people IAD at you, and I guess you're trying to force the trade, but this game has fucked up air buttons, bro. Like, that's why I'm not a big fan of 5A anti-airs in this game in general. Because they don't work a lot of the time. And a lot of times I notice people over-relying on the 5A anti-air. I go out of my way to be like, hey, if I press my air button a little early, and you'll just get punched and counter hit. So that's actually exactly what happened here with the Kohaku. So because you wanted to press 5A, you ate 5,000 damage, even with the drop combo. I'm also not a fan of Wake Up Knife versus Koha. I think, again, like I mentioned earlier, wait and block a couple things and then mash in the knife if you really want it. But at the same time, this is looking like an insurmountable lead, so I'm not sure about the Wake Up reversal here. Because if you lose this round right now, you're going to go into the final round with 0 meter. Alright, let's see what Jog wrote. My only mindset for that shit is narrow. Probably because his buttons are giant and whiffing looks obvious. Well, I think when you're playing this game, you should always be anticipating your opponent's actions based on screen position. No matter what character, really. So, I mean, it's easy to see against Nero, I'm assuming, Jog, because that's like the only way you could really fight it, right? But it comes into play in every matchup, really. Alright, but let's look at this. EX Knife, this round should be over. Jump C and you're dead, right? But your opponent presses nothing, you hit her, whatever. Now, this is what I meant about baiting the burst. I mentioned this earlier in the set. I feel like right here, you just go for the air throw. Like right there, you did 5B. 5B, jump, golden air, like air throw that shit. Taking away the spark option. Just don't even let them get the spark. And if they do spark, guess what? You golden air throw them and make them look like fucking idiot. Because this was a completely unnecessary burst from Kohaku. She has an insane life advantage. But Urchin, in essence, was giving you an opportunity to make this comeback. You could have did air throw, golden air throw, and then maybe you could figure out like you probably get a shitty down because you don't have the knife. If you had the knife, you could have did like a knife loop after air throw. But instead, you get bursted. And now the advantage is going to shit. Got a lucky mash. Got knife back. Meter situation still kind of shit. Alright, at least we built almost 100 back. So we died, we built almost 100 back. But that was mostly on Urchin for not punishing the whiff 2-2C and etc. Urchin making a lot of errors. That's why it is important to look at this to see where it's like, oh, I'm winning, but you know, a lot of things can be like false positives in a way. Again, I want to see a dash B. This is I think this is autopilot. Like, it worked out again. But I think Urchin could have blocked too. I don't even think that was a whiff punish. A lot of times it's just bringing it back to fighting game fundamentals, really. Like, don't overthink multi-blood and remember that it's just like a fighting game. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. You wanted 2-3-6C, but got 2-4. No tech again. You definitely could have teched. You might have even been able to tech before you hit the wall. On this heat, because of the heat's in the corner, right? Mash as hard as you fucking can. You could actually heat before you hit the wall if you get heated on when your opponent's cornered. You can neutral tech like right here, and then you'd be fine. Usually you're gonna end up hitting the wall and then teching, but doing no air tech is like, why? Why no air tech? Yeah. So like here, this was good, right? This is such a weird approach. Good pin. Simple shit. I think after this, you just run forward. Like, fuck the knife. I think fuck the knife here, honestly. That was the other pitfall that a lot of Ryogi players get into. I haven't seen it with Monarch yet. But after throwing 2-2A or jump 2-2B, I think following your opponent is really good. Rather than going back for the knife always. I mean, and I really mean this mostly for when they get hit. Like, you can confirm hit or block, right? So, like, she got hit here. But it's jump 2-2B, so fuck it. Like, right, jump 2-2B, she can air tech, so... Yeah, it's mostly for 2-2A, right? Like, if 2-2A hits and it's not counter hit, instead of catching it, I would run at them. Because you can always tech punish their ground tech. So, but here on the 2-2B, she can air tech anyway. So I think retreating and getting the knife, perfectly fine. I will amend my statement. Unnecessary backdash. Backdash and neutral for no reason. So, like, whatever. We're here. At this point, like, you could have just waited, right? And because of the height and angle, you see the air dash, you could have ran under. But because you did that backdash, you had to block. You lost frames where it's like you could have, you know, tried to anti-air, you could have tried to air, or the option I suggested, which was the dash under. It's generally when your opponent is airborne, you do not want to backdash because they'll just air dash at you and kill your backdash recovery. Yeah, weird. No air movement. You still have air dash. You just got your landing blown the fuck up. Yeah, you still have air dash. Yeah, that's whack, dude. This is whack. You got lucky. Again, the American shit. And you just got lucky. This like, how did you even get through this? Air guard, regular double jump, falling with buttons, falling with Ryogi buttons. This shit's all green. The red's up here. Air guard, super double jump. I stress this really, really hard, and you'll see dividends immediately. I swear to God. You phase through her 5A. So you land that disadvantage and mashed, and you won. Congratulations. Melty blood. I think this was a good review. I think this was good. I think this one will be really helpful. The thing that I would like to see in the future, I want to see his sets from Monarch against other characters as well, so we can see more of Ryogi's tools used. I think the main offenders here was some over usage of air options when they're unnecessary, bad options on air guard, bad options on air tech, no ground approach whatsoever. There were some things with defense, there were some things with offense and meter management and choosing certain routes over others. Overall, I think this one will be really helpful. I think this one was good. I think this was a good review. I'm kind of happy with this one. Let's see, where did we clock in? 1 hour 44 minutes. Good shit. I didn't do 2 hours. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna go chill and celebrate a successful review. Peace out, people, and thank you to Monarch for submitting this video.